Let me just, while you guys are, while that's figuring it out, let me see if I'm streaming. Yay. All right, everything's looking good on YouTube. So let's talk. Guys, today I'm not playing. I'm not usually playing any day, but today, no, for real. Like, this is like a serious thing. I've spoken about this program we have. I don't know what's happening. I don't know um, why we are not using our platforms properly, but I'm going to call us out on it. I'm sorry, I'm doing it. So, just how, I know I recognize that the content of everybody is not for everybody. I recognize that there are certain content for designed for maybe a specific group, a specific purpose. I get that. I understand that. However, I do feel as though once you have reached a point where your impact, I feel like at any point when you have a platform where other people, I don't care if it's one person that is following you, supporting you, looks up to you, you know what I mean, and is, you have a duty. You're leading by example. You have a duty, right? So even if you have certain views, um, if you're on the platform, what you choose to do with that platform can be one way or the other. You can choose to teach and inspire and motivate and be driven by your passion and your purpose. So whether you're a musician or you're a comedian or whatever it is that you do, I feel like you have a duty. We're here to serve. We're not here to be driven by money. We're here to serve. And basically today's segment, it is unfiltered. It's always Destiny Unfiltered. You guys know how I am and how I operate. Um, but the title that I put in YouTube for today's stream here is the messages of today. Destiny speaks the purple truth. And once again, we're talking about unauthorized programming. Unauthorized. Straight up unauthorized. I want you guys to understand that the music you listen to, the words you listen to, everything you listen to and watch and say, it's all programming. And it will ultimately lead you in that direction of those words you hear, right? Those things that you see, the words you speak, what you think, what you see, everything is leading you somewhere. And where is that? Where is that exactly? Where are you going? Is that really where you want to go? Is that really what you want to do? I tried. I tried really hard to look at what I'm hearing on the radio these days or what I'm seeing when I'm trying to find something to watch, or in random settings from every possible angle I could, right? I said, well, maybe people are just doing things for the money and, they know that sex sells and they see the direction of millennials these days. You know what I mean? And the goal is just to use their platform to simply make money for themselves and feed their families. I mean, if we just look at it, if we just look at that from that perspective of people doing things to take care of their own, of course, that's not a bad thing to work hard to be able to provide for yourself and provide for your family. But at what cost? At what cost? What does it mean once you lose your dignity? Like, does that matter? We don't care about, hey Shan, we don't care about dignity anymore? Like, what does it mean once you lose your respect? So you guys are probably ask yourselves, well, Destiny, why are you asking us to listen to you? Why are you asking us to buy your books and listen to your music, read your words, subscribe to your channel, listen to your podcast? Why should we care what you're talking about? And I can't tell you what to do, but I do ask you to do all of those things because I'm not using my platform to make money. I'm using it to make a difference, to increase awareness, to present options. Because when you don't have options, you start doing things out of desperation, right? You start doing things for money, and that will be our demise. We cannot just be out here doing stuff for money. We cannot give people the impression that they can have whatever from us, our dignity, our respect, everything for a price. but that's what's happening here. Doing things for money is not why we're here. We are here to make a change. We are here to be the change. But instead of using our platforms to make a difference, increase awareness, and present options, right? Instead of us doing that for our world, we're using our platforms to promote having relationships with dolls. Yes, Marlon Wayans. I'm talking about you. That movie, The Haunted House 2, was it Michael Titus? I don't know how to pronounce his name exactly. I'm talking to you too because you were the director of that movie. Listen, guys, if your passion is to make people laugh, I hear you, because let's be honest, I'm sure there are plenty of people who did think seeing Marlon Wayans having sexual relations with an Annabelle doll was funny. And I'm sure you guys understand that your content is not for everyone, just as my content. As I stated, it's not for everyone, right? I stated that. However, I think it's important to be aware that we place ourselves on platforms where other people look up to us to teach, to inspire, to serve. We have the ability to use these platforms to help shape young minds and lost souls. But instead, some of us are using our platforms to tell girls and women that it's okay to sell your bodies, honey, as long as the price is high. What? I've come to expect certain things from certain people or industries, and I'm like, well, I guess that is to be expected, right? But I'm going to tell you, what I didn't expect was what I heard the other day. It's from a woman I felt connected to because I felt her pain. I heard her beautiful, incomparable voice, and I felt a lot of her words. But when I heard Jasmine Sullivan singing about, that's right, reach down and pull the cash out, make me love you, take your last out, and if you want the, first he got to cash out me. What? That's what's going on? I felt disappointed because I'm like, where's the inspiration behind this? How do we go from, boy, I need you bad as my heartbeat, bad like the food I eat, bad as the air I breathe? How we go from that to we telling the message, we're sending a message to women and young girls to, whether it's intentional or not, that trading sex for money is cool? Because that's what it is. Do y'all not understand that when we're telling people and promoting that people should expect, don't give them anything, don't give them the goods, right, unless he give you some money. When we're sending that message to these women, our youth, that's what we're telling them. It's prostitution. We're promoting prostitution. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's what it is. Did you understand that trading this for this, in that regards, that's prostitution? And I'm just like, what? Like, that's what we're using our platforms for? I'm sure we all have our own opinions, beliefs, and ideas of how we want to live our personal lives, and that's not for me or anybody else's job, right? What you do with your personal life is your personal life. But when you are blessed with a platform that gives you the ability to have a positive, high vibrational impact in this world, and for our youth, there is a responsibility factor there. Like, we have a duty to help guide our women and our young girls to understand self-respect, partnership, gratitude, hard work, independence, and that nobody owes us anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, love is not defined by how much money a person can give you. You don't buy love in a store. You don't place an order for love. You don't be like, yeah, I want to order the love, please, and send it. You don't do that. Uber Eats ain't gonna deliver that to your crib. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. Like, it's not cool. It's just not. You can't cash out money in exchange for love. That's not what you're doing. I know some of you want to cover it up and make it sound like it's cool, but I'm gonna tell you it's not cool. Like, no. These are blockages that have to be addressed because they turn into projections on other people. Instead of promoting love and life, these messages are promoting prostitution, gametophilia, and a lot of other, a lot of our younger generation, they think that this is the way to be successful. They think that this is the way to get what you want. This is the standard to building a future with someone. This is how you're supposed to have love. This is how you have long lasting partnerships. They're not seeing the other options, and I feel as though our platforms should be used to make the options clear. The people watching us are doing things out of desperation because they follow these platforms these platforms that put unrealistic outcomes in their heads. And when you have a big enough platform, you have the ability to keep our world on a path of love and light. We are here to serve. We are not here to work in desperation. We are not here to focus just on money and do things just because it's trendy. Just because, like, that's not what we're here for. And I don't understand why that is like an issue. Why is that unclear? Like, why don't we get that? I want my platform. Like, I can't tell people what to do. You know what I mean? But man, if you think that's the way and you don't know that there's other options, that I want to be the voice that tells you, yo, there are other options. There are other ways to do this that would build, more love and light in our communities. You understand? Like, I want my platform to do just that. And I'm hoping some of these other platforms that have the ability to make a difference understand that you have the choice to do so. You can make a difference when you speak to someone. When someone comes up to you with they ask you a question, they ask for your advice. You have a choice to give them sound advice. You could either just tell them, well, yeah, you're right, not know nothing about the other part of the story, right? You could do that. You could give them what you think based on what they said, or you could teach them through asking questions. Well, what's the full story? What all happened? What all transpired? Like, to give them sound advice. How are you going to advise somebody you don't even know what's going on? You just know one part of it. It's just like retraining our brains to, man, why are we not doing this? Like, whether you're an actor, a director, a singer, a speaker, or participant in any of the scenarios I mentioned with the thing with the Annabelle doll, come on. Like, whether you are a participant, you know what I mean? It's neither here nor there. You're either doing something because it's your passion and purpose, and you want to help make our world better, which I would call that the message, right? That's why the whole title is The Messages of Today. Or you're doing it for money, and only you can answer that. That's not even for me to answer. I could tell you what I do it for. I'm doing it. I genuinely want to help our people, our world, the thought processes of our youth, that posts that I see, like the things that we're advertising, like, come on. Like, it has to stop. It has to stop. I mean, am I the only one? Am I the only person that found the scene? I don't know if y'all saw the Haunted House. What was it? The Haunted House 2, right? I didn't see the first one, right? I mean, and after even watching that, because I didn't even finish the second one, but I have no desire to see that. That I can tell you right now, that is not on my frequency at all. But nobody else found that disturbing. Like, y'all, did y'all think that was funny? Because I couldn't. I was like lost, and I was just like, is he really, he's going like all the way through this, if you didn't find that disturbing, if that's the case, that's even more the reason why I need to expand my platform, because that is the only type of programming that I'm seeing our world being drawn to, that teaches people that they don't have to have dignity, you don't have to have respect, or you don't have to work hard for your money. You could just sell your bodies for someone else's money, and then come on now. If that's what's going on, we need better programming. And nowadays, you can't even trust the kid movies. Because you don't even know if they are kid movies. Like, let me check this. I was at home. I was with my husband and my kids, right? And we were looking for a movie to watch. And we do you guys remember that movie Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs, right? It was a good movie. Like that was a good kid movie. It's just an interesting concept. I was like, man, they're trying to feed the people. The machine got out of control. If you haven't watched the first one, I will suggest the first one. You're looking for a movie to watch with the family or kids, that one's a good movie. The first one, right? The second one, I'm like, oh, they have a second one. Did you guys see that? Did everybody see that? Nobody saw it, right? So I'm like, oh, cool. The first one was cool. First of all, I don't even know why they made a sequel to that movie. Because sometimes you got to recognize, like, the movie happened, it's a wrap. It's over. Like, don't even make the sequel. Unless it's going to be better than the first one, don't even do it. And if you're doing it for money, don't even do that either. Because this movie definitely was produced. This is a prime example of producing something just to get some money. Just because of the name, and you got the money because of the name, because everybody who saw the first one is probably like, oh man, this is gonna be cool, right? Wrong. Wasn't. There was nothing cool about this movie. Nothing. Because as we're watching it, my husband and I, we noticed all these, they're like referencing like the wedgies, and he's pulling the pants up with, they wearing the underpants. It's just all these references that are just not appropriate for kids, right? It gave me that's what gave me the impression that the intention basically behind this movie that they created, it originated from money. There's no way, you know what I mean? Versus purpose. Or maybe the purpose was to make money, but it definitely wasn't. It was like night and day. The first movie, it had a purpose. It made you think like, man, ask people for help, you need help or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It had a message to it. This message was just like, it was all over the place. And that's usually what happens when you do things for money. When you do things for money, like, people can tell. It's what you do, it's how you speak, like words or spells. Like, everything you do is programming. Like, it's all, everything. That's why you gotta be careful about what you're watching. You know what I'm saying? What you're listening to all the time. Because you're basically implanting all these seeds into your brain. You got to be cautious about the people that you associate yourself with. You can't just be hanging around anybody. You can't just let everybody in your midst. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what type of programming they have. And I'm just like, no unauthorized programming. Like, it's a wrap. I'm so over it. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, my main point is this. All right? We need more Will Smiths and directors that created, remember the movie, Inside Out, the movie Soul, Mitchell's versus Machines, the Toy Story movies, right? We need more of that. We need more Angela Bassett's and Mariah Carey's, Janae Eichel's, the hers, like, to motivate, inspire, lead our youth to be inspired by passion and purpose versus just being driven by money. We need more of that. Now, some of you might say, well, Destiny, maybe you don't have as much money as these people have, and so you don't know what you're talking about. I got a response for you. You want to know what my response is to that? My response, I'm going to respond to you with a quote from Bob Marley. You know what the quote says? Some people are so poor, all they have is money. Did y'all get that? Did y'all understand that? Some people are so poor, all they have is money. That's all you have. Listen, from the time after I was born that I developed the ability to speak, think, and understand morals, love, light, kindness, and gratitude, I became wealthy. I will always be wealthy no matter what is or is not in my bank account. Okay? Remember, it's your character that defines who you are. Your character. It's not what you do when people are watching you. It's what you do at any given time. It's what can be expected of you. Your character. That will always be more valuable than what you could ever have in your bank account. I'm wealthy and I'm still waiting on my bank account to catch up. And it may, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It might not catch up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to always be wealthy. I'm gonna always be wealthy, because why I say it may not catch up is because no amount of money can define me. Nobody can offer an amount of money to make me. I'd rather have my respect, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason I could tell you this is because in the past, I placed myself in situations to be degraded, and you know, in certain industries, like to be degraded, to be, for people to approach me in that way, and it's like, I don't want to be known for this, and I don't want to present that energy into the world. And I need to remove myself from these environments that are encouraging me that this is okay, because it's not okay. So these radio stations that are playing this music, guys, these words, are you listening to the words of the music? Are you seeing what's going on? Are you paying attention? Wake up. That brand you see, you keep saying awake, because I want people to wake up, and I'm awake and aware, and as long as I have breath coming through my body, life in my body, and I can use my words and I can write, I'm gonna let you guys know, like, this is not okay. Whatever's not okay, I'm gonna tell you it's not okay. And I don't know, somebody might see this and know someone, a celebrity or someone that I mentioned in this. It's all good. It's not anything personal that I have against you, because I don't know you personally. But what I will say, and just think about what I'm saying and tell me, is it true? Do I have a point or not? If you want to just be like, man, you need to mind your business or whatever, because I'm sure people be like, you need to mind your business, right? That is my business, because my purpose is there to help my people. And my people means everyone in the world. My purpose is here to give you guys good sound programming, information that you can, like, understand what's happening around you. Be aware. Like, it's not cool. It's just not cool, and I'm so over it. And I really want everyone to be over it too. Like, I just want everybody to be aware, awake, and understand that when you get a platform, it doesn't matter if you have 5 people on your platform. What you say and what you do, your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So whatever it is that you do, someone's gonna see it. Especially you put it in public. Now, you doing stuff in private, you do it in private, whatever, right? If somebody else put your business out there and you weren't trying to put it out there, you didn't have no control over that, right? But we have control over my platform. I have control over whether I'm gonna be cursing on the platform, right? Because if you guys have never seen me curse on the platform, why would you expect that, right? So it's for me, it's kind of deceptive, you know, if this is what I present, you know what I mean? I don't present that I'm perfect, but I am aware that there may be children, somebody might see. When I put it on YouTube, I say, no, it's not for kids, but I'm aware that somebody may see it, so I try to be selective over the words that I choose, because I want you to understand my transparency and my intent, and it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with money. It has to do with passion and purpose. And you can tell, because I'm not getting paid to put out content. Eventually, I'm sure I will. That is in my future. But I'm not getting paid to talk to you guys. I'm talking to you guys because, I have something to say. And if I can, there's YouTube, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's all these platforms. I'm going to use those platforms to say it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, cool, that's cool. But there's a lot of wrong going on. And and Jasmine Sullivan, I still love your voice, but what is the message? What's the message here? Because what I gather just from listening to the music, I don't know if you follow Jasmine Sullivan and you listen to the music from the beginning and then you heard that song, it's like, wait, whoa. You know what I mean? She needed him badly, y'all. Like, she was like, I need you bad. Like, she was for real. She bust the windows out the car. Like, this was serious. Her heart was broken. Like, she even was like, I'm in love with another man. And then now I'm like, why was you was it because he sent the Cash App? Was the guy that you was in love with, the guy that was trying to do everything and you weren't happy with the other guy sent the Cash App and that was love? Like, what happened? How did we go from this to that? What happened? These are blockages. And we all have blockages, but guess what? We have to address them. We have to do our shadow work and address the blockages that we have, because otherwise, what you do, if you don't address your blockages, you project them on other people. That's what you do. The bigger your platform, the more people that you project your crap on. It's your crap and you're not addressing it and you're projecting it on other people. And that is the part that I'm saying is not cool. It's just not cool. You need to be awake and aware. That's one thing. And then these movies that you're in, like, be like, what happened? And has anybody seen any movies with Marlon Wayans? Where are the other Wayans at? Like, do they approve of this? Like, I just need to know what's happening. I'm sure they want their families, to be successful. Like, of course, you know what I mean? You want your family to be successful, but at what cost, guys? At what cost? Where are the other wins? Like, I need to talk to the family. Why would that? Did he go rogue? What is going on? He had another movie. What was it called? Naked, where he just woke up in the elevator naked. Like, what is going on? Like, I get it. When you get in the gym, your body gets right, and you like, yeah, I'm about to be. I don't care, but that's cool when you in your own world. But I just want people to understand other people are watching you. Whether you're here to care about that because that's the platform you were blessed with. That is a blessing, guys. When you get blessings from the universe, you have to give back. Quid pro quo. You got to give back. Like, you getting the platform, so give back. Do it the right way. That's all I'm saying. Like, passion and purpose. All right? So the messages, please be mindful of what you're listening to, what you're watching, what your kids are listening to, what they're watching. Just be mindful of that. Be mindful if you have something going on internally and you're like, man, I haven't really addressed that. But if you go and tell the world the pain and if you go and process, the way you process that is to tell people, man, love, don't do that. Have them just pay you the money. That's your love right there. Because you got hurt, because someone hurt you. Like, I recognize people get hurt all the time. I've been hurt several times, but a lot of that, everything is a choice. You know what I mean? Whatever happened to me, I allowed to happen to me. Of course, when I was at a capacity to think and understand what's happening. You know what I mean? There's some situations, of course, you don't have control over. But these choices as adults, guys, where we stay in these relationships that are not conducive with our passion or our purpose, we allow ourselves to be abused. They're verbally abusing. You got a black eye, you got the makeup, you covering up your eye. You're just out here in these streets. You're taking these pictures. Who are you taking these pictures for? I've seen a lot of these, and I'm telling you, I know this because that was me. I've used the way that I look to be like, oh, let me get they like that one. You know what I mean? No, I'm not. I don't do that anymore. If you notice, like, it's like very no, because I don't want people to be drawn to that. I want you to hear what I'm saying. Bug that. Forget all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've worn fake eyelashes before and makeup, and I got wigs, and you know what I mean? Because sometimes I like to switch it up. That's cool. But who are you as a person? Like, focus on your character and focus on what's being programmed, what you're listening to. Is that who you are? Like, that's what you want? You want to be the person that only focuses on someone else's money, or do you want to go out there and you make it yourself? You get your degrees, or you whatever it is that you aspire to do. You want to focus on that. You want to just worry about what everybody else is doing when it doesn't fit you know what I mean, what you have going out. Some people have other resources that you may not have, so that may be their lifestyle for where they are. So what I would suggest in that situation, right? You see somebody, you're like, man, I just want to be successful. That's great goal. Like, yeah, of course, want to be successful. All I'm saying is, be successful in a way. Go about it from an angle of passion and purpose. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the blueprint. Like, okay, this is what you can find out the backstory. So when you decide you want to follow someone, like, that person's gonna lead you for your decisions, or guide you, or that blueprint. Pay attention. Be awake. What is the message exactly? Are they encouraging you to be a better person, or are they telling you to, like, disrespect yourself? Are they telling you it's okay to sell your body? Is that okay? Do you believe that it's okay? Before you watch that or listen to that or see all these people out here promoting that, did you feel that way? Really? Did you? And if you did, Where did you get that from? You got that from somewhere, right? You saw something. Someone said something, right? Someone used their platform to say that, and that's what happened. Right or wrong. All I'm saying is there are options. There are options. There's so many options out here to just come on, give back to our communities. There's so many options to help our youth. People already lost enough. Like, come on. Like, can we make better use of our platforms? That's all I want to just get out there to the world. I don't care if it's one person, two people, somebody gonna needs to hear this. And I'm here for it. You're gonna hear, you're gonna see it. It's going to circulate. Because I'm not gonna stop talking. I'm not going to stop talking about it because it's true. I want the best for us. I want us to adjust our mindsets so we can attract the life and love that we desire. Why would we not want to do that? And we don't have to do it by taking things away from other people. We don't have to do it by being crappy people. We don't have to do it by projecting our crap onto other people. We don't have to do it by just operating from a place of money. And when you have no heart, no mind, like you don't care, it's just money. That's all. No, that's not. Come on, guys. We have options. We have options. So I'm here to give you options. On being the best version of yourself. I'm here to like, come on, like I got y'all, like can we get it together? Man, like there are options on how to use your platforms and how to talk to the people. Like when I talk to the people, I'm really talking to the people. Y'all, this is going to turn into a ramble, so before it even goes there, on that note, because I really don't have anything else to say. That was it. I mean, that was a lot, but that was it. Because I was just like, what is this? But anyway, guys, on that note, I'm out. I'll talk to y'all later.